Boy, it is so loud. It is so loud. Oh my God. This shit is loud. Oh my God. Jesus. Right there? What about right there? Oh. Damn. That shit is loud. Dang, I done lost twice already. Baby, hand me that green lighter right there. Mm. Alright, Strain, let's see what we can do today.
Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama
Yo.
Crimson Tide. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 teams, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started.
What up, what up, what up?
Alabama about to kick off to get things started.
Shit, chillin', trying to get me a little dub real quick.
Fielded in the end zone. It's golden.
Ooh.
That gamble did not pay off.
Yep. Right, left in. Right in. Colin Simmons. More.
Being down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. On the run, it's Blue. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet them down, run the football down the defense's throat.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Through the air, it's Ewers. Makes his connection. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
In college football, you see this sometimes. You use a passing game, basically as a running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, and keeps it on pace for success.
He's looking for a man on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Blue. Right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing the running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. He's going to pass. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Going to try to get it himself.
They dropped it.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry up. Quarterback will audible. He wants to throw here on 2nd down.
Bad pass.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's kind of a double whammy in this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Milrow. Coming after it. Blasted as he lets
Good
it
shit,
go.
Colin Simmons.
Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at
That's
the
that
30.
Duncanville High School right there.
This kid was looking for it. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks in the back end. He's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Here comes the Texas offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Paul,
Going for the big play. And that pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decisions.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Unloads it left. It's complete. He's off to the races. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now for this defense moving forward.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, or you trust another way.
He seems to be like the guy maybe they just use to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get in.
To throw, it's Ewers. Quarterback on the move, still looking.
Bad, come on.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Oh, man. Quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked
facing 3rd and short from their own 17. Looking to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the execution.
Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. He clearly doesn't believe in punting, going for it this close to his own end zone. The completion well past the sticks. And he picks up enough for the 1st down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the 1st quarter.
We gotta do something. Coach calling some bullshit.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, those guys didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller's going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might jump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in his groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why it's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems to be so great with it.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground.
Okay, try a different chord. Try that big white one you got.
We've reached the 2-minute warning and we have ourselves.
What, baby? You gotta work with what you got. Try that one on that one. They all the same size. They're just different voltages.
The offense will have to use its 1st time out of the half. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead.
Damn!
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try and put some points on the board.
They're setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a 1st down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion.
Good shit.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown tie. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession. They wasted no time, couple of plays into the end zone. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, if they're able to score some points. We've got to go this stuff in this 2 minutes.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Down the pitch. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Manning. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big. It's a fake he wants to throw. And it's caught. Can he get it to the stick? And he's not going to get there. The tackle, and he stopped short as they snuff out the fake.
Man, everybody loves a fake punt until it doesn't work. And how about the defense? Great job being aware, not falling asleep. That's what happens. A lot of times you fall asleep, you give up a big play, you give up the first down. They were dialed in, they were ready, and they stopped the guy just short of the first down.
And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He showed it all there, a little looseness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first touchdown.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I'll tell you what, most of the times at least it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That is not good. Wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking wasn't outstanding.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bolden. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He'll start this drive firing. Throwing right. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Well, what a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Dances away to buy time. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll immediately call timeout. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 28.
God damn.
They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Use the play fake, down the throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. On target to the left. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hand makes a short catch.
They're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down to score.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is.
And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. We saw it in the first half.
Touchdown, Bama! And the route is on. This is like a baseball pitcher that you can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss it. You see quarterbacks get like that no matter
I hate this damn playbook.
That's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him get there.
I don't want to have to survive off of RPOs.
Receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll try the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Ewers. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Longhorns want to move quickly. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Fires to the wideout. And they will score. Touchdown, Texas! Lining up with a PAT. They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Still down big here in the 3rd quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get into your playmaking. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it was still a positive game.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Williams. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
I think this This receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots on defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Inside a minute to go here in the third. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth game if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. With the run on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll run it to the left looking for the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First down here from the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Looking to scramble. He'll throw one to his right. Oh, and he gets downfield with a big catch. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. First and 10 from the 37. Dropping back, it's Ewers. He'll take another shot here. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they fumble.
Let's it fly deep downfield. This is picked off in the end zone. But the officials are saying he was out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a huge break for the offense.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. I thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You've got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. Pulls it in. It's Bernard. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
He's just got a knack. He just finds his way out of the hands and scrambles outside the pocket and makes plays. He gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
Complete downfield. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the right. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. He'll just keep slinging it. Getting some heat. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Tide with the 1st and 10. He's gonna pass. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Quick strike complete. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats things. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in there. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Golden. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse. I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, just to go back and be like,
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. No good.
Damn.
Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another team from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined with the group, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Well, you don't see this every year. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Motion from the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Feeling some heat. Good little pickup there as he saw. But he could.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll line up for a second down play. Off play action. Pocket starts to collapse.
Damn, he put Jackson on.
But he has this
That
offense
fast running back.
and the Commodores are in the hurry-up.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Buys a little extra time.
Oh my God.
Get all you can, then get down with the slide. The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it in the red zone. Now adjusting. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just touch the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line assignment. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. And the Commodores have it with a 1st and goal. Johnson wants to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Trying to have success on 3rd down.
They've marched it down to the 4, but now facing a 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. And the field goal caps off this 1st quarter.
Alright, offense. So we gotta do something. Last game was not it.
They're just about ready to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Walden. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Offense getting set for 1st down.
Oh, come on.
And a good job of coverage by that
Disengage quick as fuck.
Listen, I'm going to move this guy down. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Gets get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense is going off the drive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good drive.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his
down here with
be
time remaining.
patient.
One more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll leave it with it. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break.
Okay, coach, goddamn.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. After run, now throw. Unloads to the right out. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Ewers. They're trying to get to it. He has brought down the man. What a job to find some running room and move the chains.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. They've got the screen set up. At the 35, he's open. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
This running back is so dangerous. He's going to hurt you running the ball, but they find creative ways to get him the ball in the passing game as well. Beautiful job setting up the screen. He was acting as if he was blocking, let the defender run right by him, and then he made magic happen after he had the ball in his hands.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Scrambling away.
Mm.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it's caught. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. Keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead.
We gotta put Colin Sanders in permanently.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll call for the fair catch here.
Oh, baby, I forgot to tell you. Guess what?
What?
Texas State is moving conferences. They getting into a bigger conference. That's a good thing for the school. You know what that means? Their stadium has to get bigger. They might have to make renovations to their stadium.
Where's Texas State at?
San Marcos. Yeah. What a time to be a Bobcat fan. So that means we're going to have to go to a Texas State game. They're supposed to join the Pac-12. They're in the Sun Belt right now. Yeah, you've never heard of that. Yeah. But hey, this is good for their program.
Yeah, I'm going to take it to halftime too, but I'm trying to put some points up right here.
Well, enrollment can be an issue. Demand, popularity, program strength. There's a lot of things. Revenue. Good shit, Colin Simmons. And I ain't even put him in.
How about that? They knew this defense was good defending the pass. That had the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapons to attack and try to steal a field goal.
You practice these situations all during the week. You know you got to be fast, take advantage of the clock, hit stop, and making sure you're throwing the football down the field to try to get some points.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Trying play action. He fires one deep over the middle. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Really nice job by the quarterback there, just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that
was a good pass.
Vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time. This is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff unit about to go to work. From inside the 10, here he comes. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Johnson wants to throw it. Pressure coming. He hurls one deep down the left side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Just enough time to get off one final play in the half. Direct snap. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. Commodores will kick it off to start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. Starting this third quarter on the ground.
The one outside.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
Nowhere to run on now when he loses 4 on the carry. The Longhorns racing to the line in a hurry up. On 3rd and long, you'll have the turning loose team. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw. They couldn't do it, though.
He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Maybe we should see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game.
Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Quarterback all over the place trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive line when he gets to the field.
Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Johnson looking to throw. Gets rid of it.
Oh my God.
He's got his man. And he breaks into the open. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They want to run this quarterback. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Using his feet to buy time. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way.
Hearing that.
Now Vanderbilt. Got to start running into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first swing. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Release to the back.
What the? That should have been a pick, bro.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick
Okay.
away again. Fair catch, called for and made. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, Dave, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the field.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking for a man. It's Ewers. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And they'll finally get it down after a terrific pickup. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll run the option. Discards a man.
Coach is always talking about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. He'll blow it on the read. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And I just love having a decisive quarterback. Like, give him options, but he makes a decision, sticks his foot in the ground, says, I'm going to get the first down, and he gets it.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He'll blow it down. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare.
It's 3rd and inches. Who can impose his will? Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Pulls and fires complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does, winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in a position to win.
Grab behind the line. It's Bond. Get into the end zone. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't gonna happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
And they can punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. On second and goal, he carries again. Touchdown, Longhorns! They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now, I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Boys, we need one more stop. Go out there and get me one more.
Touchdown and an extra point. Just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Brown.
Oh.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return on 22. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack distance.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker. So I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. These DB's going to give a little cushion. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And a big return.
That's what I'm talking about.
He sets up the offense for this possession.
You go outside, baby? You go outside, use the potty? You're a good girl. Oh, he got speed out the ass. Oh my God.
Welcome to Fayetteville, Arkansas, a place where legends have long stood for excellence. Names like Royal, Holtz, McFadden, Jones, and Johnson. And when they call the Hogs, it is a rite of passage. Little gets the blood boiling. White light, eight rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For the EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's the tag now. Tackled at the 24 and almost break. with a touchback. First down for the offense. To the ground with the bat. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. And the Razorbacks in the hurry up. To the air, it's Green. Going for it all. And it's a pick. No, he's out of bounds. Couldn't stay in bounds after catching the ball and simply an incomplete pass. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Defense in press coverage. Floating away. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. That's it, 5. It's caught. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Offense, quick tempo. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
They've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans, you know they were coming into this game this time.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next tally. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. Pulls it in. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory.
I was on the wrong guy.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. The back goes in motion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone.
Yes,
And he's
sir.
got it. Touchdown, Arkansas. And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whooping.
Whooping, going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited. And you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Makes his man miss. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking for room. It's Blue. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. They changed into the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line.
When you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. He's going to get the first down.
And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run. So
I got lucky on that. He read it.
Get up the field and chew up some extra yards.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. You better have safety help over top.
Well,
otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That play had zero shot. Better job up front. Create some running lanes. The running back before he could go anywhere, get tackled, nowhere to go.
Scanning the field, it's Ewers. Got his man down the middle.
oh my God.
Now the defense has got it. They're going the other way.
And how about the defense here? Oftentimes, these two-minute type situations are just sort of in this prevent mode. We're trying to force the opponent to kick the field goal, not score a touchdown. They're still being aggressive. They're out there still trying to make plays. How about that effort? Ready to take it.
Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, Dave. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. On second down, just keeps firing. Want a little time, lets it go. The junior quarterback frustrated with himself after pulling it behind his man.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up third down.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
Let's go.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, but we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
And the Razorbacks will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the return, it's Bolden. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football. Turnovers to side games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. Open space at the 25. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. option. He'll toss it. That might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know what's throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to lead more guys in the block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas.
That should have been picked.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trail a little bit in the first half, stay calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
He just missed it.
Ready to try the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Green. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. On second down, he's looking downfield. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We're all locked up here in the third quarter as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth.
Bad pass.
Ball in the air, intercepted.
I don't know why I thought that was
The
the.
tackle, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the offense turns it over. Talking to the coaching staff before this game, they talked
I
about
wanted to go run them back.
have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback. The defense made them pay.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide out in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12. The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They take the lead with the 6. What a grab and what a quick strike in that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a shift,
That's on me.
attack, go get that touchdown, take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job on the offensive coordinator.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
What?
Fielded in the end zone, it's Coleman. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense.
Line getting set on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. The Longhorns will have a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Now on first down from the 28. Quarterback checking off. Wide receiver coming across in motion. A 2-yard gain to the 31.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the yards, just positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next one.
Back to throw, it's Ewers. He looks that one in nicely. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Offense lining up quickly. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's going up top. And the ball is intercepted. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the
Alright, defense. I need your help again.
That teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, breaks on the football when he needs to, and goes and makes the big interception.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
How'd he catch that?
For answers after that last drive, you stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. He's looking to throw it, using his legs to buy some time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. Leaves it with the back. Nice move there. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. As they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Green. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's going to take off. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down.
Let's go. He's challenging.
They need to keep that drive alive.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or
It's
someone
us.
just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to Bach, and it's on the ground.
Oh.
And this fumble bounces out of bounds. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
They could have turned it into a rouge, right? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. The Longhorns heading quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's got an open man. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's into the open down the middle. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get it on the ground. Touchdown, Longhorns!
It is now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Hill. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Send that offense back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the field.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Going up top on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job on the defensive communication there.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. That's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
Damn. Let him go, let him go, let him go.
Touchdown, Arkansas! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one.
Big time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You can tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, Dave, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years.
Unloads it downfield.
Ah!
That incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Honestly, I don't think in this situation of the game you need to be taking shots that far down the field. You need high percentage throws. You need to be able to play pitch and catch and move this ball down the field, down a possession late to put yourself in an opportunity to win.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Manning. Fires left. He's got it. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, look out, there he goes. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Looking to move it through the air. Going for it all.
Let's go.
They will score. Touchdown, Texas.
Massive score. Now massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy. Nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? Go for it. It's your decision.
So you think this is automatic? They need
Appreciate
this
it.
badly. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. All time.
All right, defense.
Set to kick it away. He'll take the return, trying to get better field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. Some tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get into position.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And here comes the offense on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Yeah, the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Back to throw, it's Green. Now rolling to the left. And this one's not working, he'll just throw it away.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He'll pull it down and run. Across the 25, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the...
I don't know why I did that.
Down for this offense.
Listen, everybody practices the 2-minute drill and trying to go fast, but it's really nice when the quarterback has his time to get his thoughts clear, understand down and distance, maybe audible at the line of scrimmage. He has that right now because he's done a good job getting the first down and getting out of bounds.
Timeout called by the
Stuff
defense, and the
'em. Let's
clock
see if we
is
can
stopped
bait
with
'em.
18 seconds left. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw on 2nd down. That defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw them coverage at the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up the big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this one.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Celebration erupts on the sideline as they take the lead in the final seconds. That last field goal gave them a 3-point lead. Now to see if they can cover the kickoff and keep them out of field goal range. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to go up top on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
Ah,
Loses the ball after the huge gain. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled.
that was a good game. God dang. Fuck.
Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Colligan, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Coming out with it, it's Golden. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Not much there, he gets 1 to the 11.
And that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damage when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield. It's Golden. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short game.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Wants to throw. It's Ewers. Quickly complete. Open space at the 25. Off he goes. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing 30 yards down the field. Finally stopped. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. The Longhorns are flying down the field. They'll put the tight end in motion. The give to the back. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add them down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And a really nice nice job understanding. I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. The ball bounces through the end zone and... down for this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down and 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge...
Oh, shit.
That is a statement play.
And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
I know it's sexy to play the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give on the inside. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Leaves it with the running back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Quickly complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. In Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they're very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Whatever. If you can't score points, if you can't get first downs and don't give me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the a 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They go to the ground. Nice move there. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I think they called that knowing that there was a line. So why would you call it? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Looking downfield, it's Milrow. He's got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Power football with the run. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the 1st half. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown tie.
And I love that this offense stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now.
Just supposed to go like that.
Game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Oh, now we're being a model.
What?
Go to the sideline and stand like that.
He'll try to tack on one more.
She never did that shit again.
Right down the boulevard. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play
I am.
and they capped it off with a 1-yard punt.
I am.
And we're all square as he set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Bolden. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a player. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Going over the top. He's got it on the left. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
And the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game. It looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
It's blue. I seen it. I used it. It's right there. Shit, I don't know. Shit, it's outside. Use the blue one. It's done, ain't it?
No.
Shit, cause I don't know where the green one is.
And he's out of bounds here on the return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I gotta score. Every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
To the air, it's Manning. Takes the easy completion. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring up the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass. Perfect timing to run that personnel. You hit the pin.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The DBs will back off a bit. They'll start this drive with a pass. He lost one down the sideline. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Hey, good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
Oh, he loves to fire down.
Oh my God.
And a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14.
God damn.
Aggressive play calling on that drive.
When he get ball back.
They get a long touchdown pass to pay it off. Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. Trying to set the tone.
Oh, shit.
Second half. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Still on his feet at the 45. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
At once you got the lead, you know what else would be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line.
And the bird.
These guys take this thing over, be physical, and
And
push
she
this
makes a
defensive
different
line.
noise. But it flies off and then it goes right back.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
One thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play getting tackle for loss.
The give is to Miller. Across the 25, he's got room. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right, they get in
Falling
space,
apart.
using his speed. Good play.
On first and
Exactly
goal,
what we're
let's see if
doing.
Alabama can get it in the end zone. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. A first down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal.
Nice block.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
All right.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And close the deal with a
We got a
3-yard
score.
touchdown run. The kickoff team out there set to move it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive line is getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there. Understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Looking for a deep man. And the pass is picked off. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return
That's
to
good.
improve this field position.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
They'll run it to the right. Runs from the
Ain't no way.
They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most...
I gave him the middle.
Heading to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
Yeah, they've had a day. complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can turn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. Using his feet. Touchdown time! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed to shock right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the fourth. The kickoff team takes the field and moves this
What are you looking for? I think it got swept up.
Bring it out to the 25.
You don't know how to make gravy? Never mind.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching can help him too, David. I think we can get the running game going here and also give us some easy throws.
Looking to pass. It's Manning. He puts a lot of air runway down the sideline. He caught it. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting to double.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it, keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You could go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defensive job to stop it.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Touch pass on the line. Fakes his man out. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Defense uses the timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. The give to the left side. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quick.
Oh, the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Throws for the tight end. slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. This offense has a second down play. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Unleashes one deep. Snag in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
There's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll line up to go for 2. Back to pass, it's Milrow. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Don't celebrate. Change this shit.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a
Oh my God.
I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure I'm just trying to stay up there.
Well, we're definitely just trying to
Lazy
stay alive.
ass pass,
We're
bro.
also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about...
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make things.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team, true to its name, as they make the grab and get the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball goes.
He's going to pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. The offensive hurry-up mode. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. What a snag by the defense. Got some room to run. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense. You're in a great position. You're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing.
Looking for the end zone. And it's picked
Over
off
for
for
it.
the 4th time today. And he's
Over
brought down
fucking
as the
for it.
defense gets the ball back to its own.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great
Should have never threw it.
Get the big turnover. Got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
He wants to throw. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw, it's Milrow. He lobs one high down the left side.
Are you shit?
Downfield for a huge gain. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they State gets the W. Scoreboard operator got a workout, and this was a fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up.
Bad season, folks.
Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Titletown, some call
Right.
it a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 16 in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Longhorns will boot it away to start the game. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. First down here for the offense. Dropping back, it's Milrow. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator maybe setting something big up for later in the game.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain here.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, getting the fast playmaking.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to got room on the return. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! What a great play by the defense. And paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might
had a feeling it was going
making
for him.
that big play, but defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Here comes that Alabama offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Downfield, it's Milrow. He's going to run it. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking he might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to
That's what's up.
play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. He's got to finish set it down.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Escapes.
Oh my God.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Open space at the 25. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing. Defensive line, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than him nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Huh?
Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not. Reese, give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He was just
All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
And you want to know the crazy part? She only played for Maryland for 1 year.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line.
You said, oh, okay, my bad. You said he. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, for a year.
The give to the tailback. Cross the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
5 to 6 yards.
I believe so.
That usually equals a first down.
I thought Maryland was in the ACC.
Keep them honest down that road.
And with that stop, we are
Okay, then they're Big Ten.
now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Brought down to the ground, but he has it out for the first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell they ran with purpose.
I can't do this play. It's not set up.
And got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, he gets some push.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That is a tough one to take. You get an explosive play like that and have it wiped out by a penalty. Second down coming up. To the air, it's Ewers.
Bad pass.
Picked off.
As soon as I let it go, I knew it.
And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Bama! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defense exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lazy blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Because that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. They'll give it to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push and just kind of give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback checking the play. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by their receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted. Looking for more room. Just trucks through it. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
I didn't even say I'm not going to stay there.
Cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. If I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They're bringing heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Milrow. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of first down.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because 1st and 2nd down was ugly. They come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, it's out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away when you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving. Make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and the defense took advantage of it.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's wasting no time throwing on this drive. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends an interception by his quarterback, and now you throw another one. in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to an open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. You can't have any more turnovers.
And now on second down for this offense. To throw, it's Ewers. Time to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it's knocked away. An incomplete defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
You see in football all the time, right? I can imagine on the outside, you want to try to play man coverage. I'm going to let my wide receiver try to go up and make a play. A lot of times the wide receiver wins. Not this time.
From the gun, the ground game. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Quarterback will audible. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He's going to let it go. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Ball is out behind the line. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
And how about this offense responding late in the first half, getting the score, now an extra point away from tying this football game, going into the half. That's exactly how you draw up a 2-minute drill. That's how you want to finish it.
Damn, we got bailed out.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take it.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
You know this guy's a weapon, not just kicking handoffs, but he can catch the ball, too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job rooting with him.
Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. they'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Fights off the defender. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one obviously is a politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. On the move to the 30. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Oh, that's frustrating for a defense. Third and long, you're thinking pass. Great play call. Catch him off guard. First down for the offense.
The Longhorns will snap it on first and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
It's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, taking away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Dropping back, it's Ewers. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it's picked off for the third time today. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown time. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the big and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
Just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. You're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down.
Somebody said he bounder.
What?
Somebody said he bounder. Somebody said he bounder.
Who found her?
Angel Reese's brother.
Oh.
They're like he bounder and a question mark.
Damn, that's fucked up. A he-bounder.
Your sister Shonda posted a post that says, Who's keeping them open? Long John Silver's right. Other than Desiree, who is keeping Long John Silver's open?
Stay moving vertically down the field.
You should say your brother. Fuck yeah.
Lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Back to the air one more time. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Well, that one gets tipped and falls incomplete. That's been the best news on the day for this QB, man. As a former quarterback that's done this before, I can tell you, you throw 4 picks in a game like this, guys, you never forget.
The receivers often will run their route based on the side adjustment. They'll run play action. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt, situational football is probably one of the most underrated, under-talked. I got to rush this pass, so I got to keep on the block. All those things come into play throughout this game.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Down to possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And that's back-breaking. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. The defense came up in a big moment.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Nice move to stay on his feet. Gotta believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Here comes the option. Down the toss. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what play to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting over his block, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next time.
Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Now this is rolling the dice, and perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on.
Oh my God.
It's the grab, and it's ready for the 1st down. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand understand where the sticks were. Because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Looking for space, it's Haynes. Defense gets the timeout call. 20 seconds left on the clock.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now take inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on